Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the master of mayhem, Craig Charles.
You know, I still can't believe that we're fighting robot wars. The 5th wars. In fact, people are building robots quicker than we can destroy them. And we can't have that now, can we? So, do you want to mangle some mill? Yeah, you'd better get building, because the demolition goes on. Jonathan, who are this week's wonders?
Thanks, Craig, and welcome to the War Zone to everyone else. As always, 8 robots waiting patiently in the pit, so let's see how they line up for round 1. Good matchup to start with, the experienced Wheelie Big Cheese against the sinister Wolverine. Axel, we've seen before, Granny's Revenge, wait till you see her. Then it's Robo Chicken Evo, improved from the last wars against newcomers Crushtacean. And finally, Behemoth, aiming for the stars, but will the Supernova burst the dream?
It's a comic book caper in the pits tonight. Big Cheese's revenging grannies and robotic chickens. Has the world gone mad? No, just the pits. Back and tip for the top this year is Behemoth, only ranked 15. But their lifting shovel is superb. And they've even thrown in a couple of choppers for good measure. Last time around, they were unlucky against Exterminator in the heat final. This year, who knows? And we mustn't forget the return of Robo Chicken, OK? Maybe not the most destructive of robots, but it does look great. And last year, they stood up well to Pussycat until they fell foul of the cat and lost their head. Roger Plant is back in the pits with his Wheelie Big Cheese. But with a flipper that got him into the semi last time around, this cheese is no stinker. Roger, your timer.
Yes.
You're up against Wheelie Big Cheese is pitted against Wolverine.
Yes.
How do you feel about that?
Oh, all right. Not bothered.
So you can say all right when your robot can flip a mini metro, can't you?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, OK. The good news is that you made it. You made it to Robot Wars. You're through to fight in the battle. And the bad news is that you're up against Wheelie Big Cheese for your first ever Robot Wars battle.
Yeah,
is that really bad?
It's bad for us. He's just one big flipper. Hopefully we were going to get something else, but all we've got is him.
OK. So how are you going to deal with it?
Well, if you flip him over, he comes back. He works both ways up.
Yeah.
The only way I can get rid of him is take his wheels out, or hopefully he will lose the drive gear.
OK.
Fingers crossed.
So ramming.
Ramming.
And ramming from the side. That's what you're going to be aiming for.
In the side.
Look out for that. If they're doing that, they're doing well.
Be afraid. Be very afraid. Let the wars begin!
From Langport, Wheelie Big Cheese.
Has a big titanium flipper. They can flip a small car, they think. The wheels have spiked semi-finalists in Series 4. They have experienced speed and could here get the victory port salute from us all.
From Swanley, Wolverine.
Low and flattish with a front lifter plough, can lift railway sleepers, was a reserve for a previous series, now steps into the spotlight, the floodlight, the moonlight for Wolverine.
Roboteers, stand by.
The Wheelie Big Cheese team, Roger Plant, John McGugan and Murray Wharf, and Gareth Dean and John Reason with Wolverine. In the arena for the House Robots, the Claws, the Lance, the Invincible Circular Lot. And fighting alongside our Knight of the Realm, Shunt, with the axe and the scoop and the huge pushing power.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Wheelie Big Cheese, semi-finalists in the last series, beaten by Tornado, a very good machine. Side by side with Wolverine. You can see there the front lifting scoop of Wolverine, but Wheelie Big Cheese, they say this is the biggest flipper in Robot Wars. Made of titanium, durable, menacing. You can see there the little studs on the wheels to protect them of Wheelie Big Cheese. Roger Plant, the designer and operator, very experienced. Tagged onto the arena side wall there, though, by Wolverine! And Wolverine are over and out! Oh dear, Gareth Dean and John Reason. There's no reasoning with an attack like that by Wheelie Big Cheese. Look at this. In underneath. And over they go. A 0 ground clearance for Wolverine, but somehow Wheelie Big Cheese got in underneath. Brilliant stuff.
Can you see that? Wolverine on its back and baying at the moon. Wheelie Big Cheese, they go through. I'll tell you what, I mean, that was a very impressive start.
Well, we're hoping. We've done a lot of work on it since last year. Yeah.
What have you done?
It's bigger motors. It's a much faster flipper.
How strong is it? I mean, what can it lift?
It can, by calculation, it can lift a ton, and by practice, it can flip over a mini metro.
It can flip over a mini metro, and you've actually done that, have you?
Yeah, it's 800 kilos a mini metro. Turn it straight over. Yeah.
Think you can go all the way this time?
Well, we always think that.
I know, but something always goes wrong, and it all ends pants.
Well, that happens to everybody, isn't it?
Yeah, true.
That's called Robot Wars.
It's called Robot Wars. That's
Yeah.
what it's all about, and that's why we love it. Ladies and gentlemen, Wheelie Big Cheese!
What a start. Wheelie Big Cheese tossing Wolverine out of the arena. Axor next up against Granny's Revenge.
Granny's Revenge is slightly warped, isn't it? Who came up with the idea?
Well, we all came up with the idea. We just wanted something different so that stand out from the other robots.
Well, you certainly got that, and you've got the height. Yeah, that's helpful too. And there's something hidden underneath those skirts, isn't there?
Yeah, well, the legs pack a bit of a kick because there's a cylinder underneath.
Yeah, up against the Granny team. Oh.
Sad, isn't it?
Yeah. Are you going to trash her and mash her?
Yeah.
Yeah, are you?
I suppose so. It's sad, isn't it? I mean, it's a no-win situation. We either get beaten by an old granny, or we get condemned for beating up an old granny.
I know. What can you do?
Win. That's what we're here for.
All right.
From Charville, Granny's Revenge.
Looks like some horror from a Hitchcock movie, and this is no sweet old lady. Watch for the pneumatic flipper as Gran puts the boot in.
From Langport, Axor.
Similar overall to Iron Ore, which lost in its Series 4 heats. Most parts made from the packaging machinery. Has an axe and a flipper, 8 mile an hour top speed, sluggish, and the turning circle seems too wide for me.
Roboteers, stand by.
2 family teams here, the Granny's Revenge boys, Trevor Andrew and his sons George and Philip, and Axor, Gilbert and Robert Grimm, and Adrian Moore, their friend. Sergeant Bash has no friends in the arena with its long-range weaponry. And who likes to kill a lot after all? Well, I do, because he's got crushing claws and that piercing lance.
3, 2, 1, activate.
The ref bot looks on and blinks in disbelief as Granny's Revenge wheelchair enters the arena and turns away. Good to see the blankets on, just to keep you warm, love, out there, okay? Now don't go too fast. You mustn't stumble over. Axor doesn't know what to do. Well, you've got to be cruel to be kind sometimes, Axor. And Granny's doing rather well here. She's sort of turning away with the chainsaw. What a nightmare this is. Oh, in comes the flamethrower. Granny's... Granny's on fire. Oh dear, oh dear. Now, has she got her teeth in? That's what I want to know. Somewhere down in that pit of doom, you know what's down there, don't you? There's an empty beaker with some teeth in it. All grannies have them. Oh dear. What a rotten end. The Andrew family. Any moment now, there's another lick of flame from Sergeant Bash. Axor is going to pick Granny's Revenge. Or is she going to do it herself? Go on, you're going to miss the pension down the post office, love. Got to be out of the arena quickly. Oh, who's got in there with her? The ref bot's gone in. Granny's got hold of the ref bot. What a dreadful thought.
Granny's Revenge is pensioned off. The winner, Axor! you think that went? Up in smoke, I'd say.
Kind of badly.
Well, why the name Granny's Revenge?
I don't know, it was a granny, and it's a revenge for all the other grannies that have lost their wheelchairs to the Roboteers who've made other robots out of them.
That's a good idea, actually. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ballistic for Granny's Revenge. Well,
it was asking to be burned, really, wasn't it?
It was asking to be burned, really, wasn't it? And let's face it, you're not going to have an easier battle, really, are you?
Well, I don't know about that. That was actually quite hard work trying to do a mercy killing after the poor old dear caught fire.
Are you feeling confident?
Slightly.
All right. Hey, let's go hell for leather for Axel!
Well, they were great fun, weren't they, Granny's Revenge? They knew they didn't have a chance. Axel go through. Next up, Robo Chicken Evo and Crushtacean.
Now, meet my friends, Howard and Dominic here. They are the sensible people on this bench, aren't you? Yeah. What have the non-sensible people over there in the team done?
They've made a very, very strange robot.
A very strange robot. Mind you, it's up against a stranger robot. Do you know which one?
Chicken.
The chicken. What do you think it can do to the chicken?
Pluck it.
Now, we've got a little natural world theme going here because the Crushtacean, the crab bot, with the pincers, is up against the chicken. Yeah.
The fearsome chicken.
I'm sorry.
The fearsome chicken, yes.
Chicken.
Evil killer chicken.
And how will the killer chicken defeat the crab bot?
Well, we've got two methods of attack. We've got the poultry-powered pecker at the front here, which is basically an axe weapon. And at the back, we've got the foul flipping device to launch them sky high.
Sometimes the real world seems to me to be a long way away. I don't know if you get that feeling while you're watching this programme.
From Hale, Crushtacean.
This version of reality means two large electric-driven claws cutting at 500 kilo pressure. The entire robot is made of aluminium, a lazy meter turning circle, though, and lack of experience from these debut boys.
From Tiverton, Robo Chicken Evo.
They say it's meaner with a stronger shell than in Series 4 when Pussycat gobbled them up, has an axe and flipper capable of hoisting 100 kilos with ease.
Roboteers, stand by.
Crushtacean team, first up, Dominic Visser, his dad Ian and Richard Hartley in there, and the Robo Chicken boys, Jason Snow, Farron White and Alec Dick. And Sir Killalot's in the arena again, hungry for mechanical mayhem, and alongside him, fighting once again for the house robot, Sergeant Bash with the flamethrower, the pincers.
3, 2, 1.
The chicken against the crab. Which came first? Well, at the moment, Robo Chicken is in underneath Crushtacean. Innovative designs. Don't take them seriously, one person said in the pits. I would if you were out there. Sergeant Bash comes out and has a look. Perhaps at the poultry-powered pecker and foul flipper. Imagine puns like that on Robot Wars. Crushtacean coming in. Crabbing side on to Robo Chicken and away once again. Low centre of gravity. Big turning circle though, Crushtacean. That's interesting. Look at the way the Crushtacean team controls the weaponry. When they move those gloves, literally squeeze their fingers together, so the claws close too. And now they're on the attack on Robo Chicken. So Crushtacean, sort of a space age, space module type robot out there in the arena and opening the claws once again. And this is a very difficult battle to gauge. Who is going to topple the balance of the natural habitat down there? The chicken is pecked by Sir Killalot, and the boggling eyes are still intact, but only just. Foul tackle by Killalot, surely. No, says the ref bot, looking on. And Robo Chicken flicks Crushtacean up and over. Really tense out there. This is a good tussle. Crushtacean pushes Robo Chicken into the CPZ, which means now in comes Sergeant Bash. And I think we were about to have a little bit of a Roast Chicky out there. Have they run out of luck? Well, certainly. The pit release button has been activated. Oh, Robo Chicken there, squeezed between the ref bot and Sir Killalot momentarily. Crushtacean away and out of arm's length, and now grappling on to that flipping device. We've not seen great damage. No, it's not been an X-rated performance by Robo Chicken. Crushtacean turning away once again. The crowd doesn't want to plumb the depths of the dark pool at the bottom of our pit of doom. Spinning the crab, and the clock will tick down. This is going to go to the judges, I think, although look, Killalot's grabbed hold of Crushtacean. I think they'll just be okay to survive the ticking clock and go to a judge's decision.
Well. Too close to call, far too close to call. We're going to have to go to the judges while they're making up their minds. Let's review some of that hot Robo action.
Well, we thought it might be a featherweight clash, really, in terms of action, but it wasn't. They got stuck in both of them. Crushtacean on the attack, then Robo Chicken back at them. Too close for me to call. Crushtacean pushing the chicken into the CPZ. Back in the chicken on the counter, but pinched. Which robot sustained the most damage, do you think? You don't have to decide, the judges do.
It's coming through, lads. It's coming through. Everyone's tense here. Hey, do you think you got it?
No.
You don't think you got it? What about you?
50-50, yes.
Well, I tell you what, the judges have found it difficult to make a decision as well. It's gone 2-1. It's gone to Crushtacean! You were wrong! Hey! As I say, 2-1, very, very close call.
Yes.
Look at style, control, damage and aggression. Do you feel a bit disappointed?
A little bit. I mean, the chicken was flipping good.
Yeah, it was flipping good.
Yeah.
You were flipping him all the time.
That's right.
But he works both ways up.
Yes, another one.
Yeah, so if he works both ways up, you haven't got a chance when you flip him, really, unless you flip him out the arena.
We tried.
Let's hear it for Robo Chicken!
It was very close. Good bunch of guys. Good little robot they built. They flipped us over, but that's what we were designed for.
How long did it take to build this thing?
The metal part. We made a wooden robot first, just to get all the sizes right. So that took about 3 months. And then since June, we've been working on the metal one.
All right.
Well, a lot of time and money and...
a lot of time, a lot of money. Ladies and gentlemen, raise the roof for Crushtacean! Well done.
Very close split decision, but Crushtacean through. Next up, Behemoth flying against the Supernova.
OK, the Behemoth team are back, and as you can see, they've made several huge modifications. You're up against Supernova. Now, they're claiming that disc is nearly as powerful, if not more so, than Hypnodisc. What do you think?
It might be as powerful as Hypnodisc, but the back end seems not as heavy as the front. So we feel that it's going to hit side, bucket's 7mm titanium.
Yeah.
It's going to hit that, and then back end's just going to swing right round.
Right,
and come straight up onto the bucket.
Yeah, then you'll...
And then the old axe come down.
Crush them in position.
Yeah, and then we'll lift the whole, hopefully, the whole lot up in one go.
All right, so that's that planned.
Yep.
We barely need the battle. It's not very nice when you've spent a long time making a robot to have it trashed. And are you slightly worried that it's going to be trashed by Behemoth?
Yeah, I've just seen the new Behemoth and it looks pretty lethal, so I'm worried. But then we've got a lethal one as well. So.
Yeah, exactly. You've worked really hard on this.
Yeah, yes, quite good.
No, they have got a big axe.
It's not actually that big. We are quite
Now's your
worried about
chance.
it.
Quickly put some armour plating on it.
Yeah, we are actually adding bits of wood to the top of it.
Are you? So you think that might help?
Yeah, wood should absorb the impact, so yeah.
From Hemel Hempstead, Behemoth.
Very difficult to beat over the years. Solid, slow, durable, but the pneumatic scoop isn't too menacing, and I wonder if they're dangerous enough to make the semi-finals as they did in the second series.
From Wellington, Supernova.
A new machine from the old Oblivion team. Experienced then of 3 previous wars at the controls. The robot has a half-metre, 2,000 RPM spinning disc and a flattened wedge shape. Supernova, potential star?
Roboteers, stand by.
Supernova family, the Ballandrin team. And Behemoth, Anthony and Michael Pritchard and Kane Aston in the middle. And Matilda's in the middle of the arena for us with the tusks and the heavy damaging flywheel. Along with the lance, the claws, the power, the weight, the killing instinct of Sir Killalot.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Behemoth moves steadily then to come in now on a side assault, but Supernova saw the danger and spun away and slammed straight into Behemoth, and there you saw shards spinning away on the arena floor, damaged by that half-metre diameter rotating disc spinning at 2,000 RPM, and again. Don't forget, Supernova's coming in with 99 kilos of force, then you've got the spinning disc, and Behemoth literally turned around a complete 360 degrees, and you're spinning 98 kilos of Behemoth there. Their tactic now must be to get in underneath Supernova and flick it. Supernova with a ground clearance, really of millimetres you're talking. Behemoth, 1.5 centimetres of ground clearance. We know that Supernova won't be able to get in underneath. Supernova, lack of control though. There's the flip of Behemoth, but it looks to me as if they can run both ways up Supernova. Behemoth on the attack, coming down with the axe there, has the scoop in the front, turns Supernova over, aggression from both machines then. At the controls of Supernova, Suren Balandran, Nishani and Tubaragan, the brother and sister team up there in the control booth. And Behemoth at the controls, Anthony Pritchard. His brother Michael is controlling the weaponry, along with Kane Aston. In goes Killalot. Behemoth on the edge of the CPZ. You see, vulnerable to attack from the house robot. Needs to get away and out of there. Come on, boys, you should know better than that. You were semi-finalists in Series 2, stopped by Killatron. And as this battle has gone on, so Behemoth has got stronger. And Supernova turned into that CPZ and damaged by Matilda. They left themselves open to attack. Matilda coming in, something flew off there. Crashed away out of the arena. I think it was the protective shell on top, and another piece goes there, look. Which means the innards of Supernova are now exposed and vulnerable to attack from the Behemoth axe. We saw something flying off there. This is good work by Behemoth. Driving it into the CPZ. Then Matilda could come in and following it up with attack after attack after attack. Very good control by Anthony Pritchard and his team, because Supernova for me had started very strongly. Now Behemoth has the heat by the scruff of its neck, and Sir Killalot will come in and finish Supernova off. Well, it was a brightness in the arena while it lasted. The Supernova about to become a dark star, and of course to go down our very own black hole, from which no roboteer ever emerges. Good victory by Behemoth, hard earned. At what cost, I wonder?
Oh, Supernova goes to that robot graveyard in the sky. The winner, Behemoth! You've been busy boys, haven't you?
Yeah.
You've been busy boys.
Yeah.
Tell me about the changes you've made.
Well, we've got the axe on there now, so we can actually get damage points.
So you can go all the way? I mean, you've done very well in previous wars, but you've never quite managed to make it to the final. Do you think you can do it this time?
What we've lacked is the damage points. We have that now, so we can go all the way.
Yeah. And that shovel working just as good as ever?
Yeah, even with it wrecked like that, it still does the job.
All right, guys. Hey, let's hope you do better. Ladies and gentlemen, Behemoth!
So Behemoth, the last of our Eliminator winners, as Supernova crash out, burnt out. And this is how they line up in the Heat H semi-finals. Really Big Cheese against Axor, Behemoth against Crushtacean.
Hey, look, if they thought round one was going to be tough, then they're in for a bit of a shock. This is the Heat semi-final.
Villages at war, not robots at war, because you're from the small town of...
Langport.
You're from the small town of...
Langport.
Oh, my goodness, it's war. Who are the Villagers against?
The villagers are with me.
With and against you?
No, they're with me. It's got nothing to do
They're
with
with
him.
you?
Oh, of
He
course.
says they're with him.
Wishful thinking. Another fairy story from old Somerset.
Oh dear. Who's going to win?
We are!
Okay.
Hello, I'm Roger, that's John, that's Murray. This is the Wheelie Big Cheese robot, and we're the team that runs it. It's a bit better than last year, a bit more power. It's got its lovely sharp spikes on the wheels, and it's got a nice fast flipper to flip everything in sight. We're seeded 10th this year, and we hope to knock the 0 off the end to be seeded first.
Hi, I'm Rob. This is my father Gilbert and my friend Adrian, and we're Team Ironhawk. This is our new robot, Axor. It's got 2 weapons. The first, a very powerful axe, very capable of doing some serious damage to robots. The second is the flipper. This is very capable of flipping robots powered off high gas pressure. We're running with 2 Bosch 750 watt motors, driving through wheels with golf sledge spikes on. Provide us with very good grip. And we're here to kick axe.
Roboteers, stand by.
Will Roger plant his machine into the heat final, or will the Grimm family fairy tale have a happy ending with Axor in the arena? Sergeant Bash, watch for the long range of that flamethrower. And Matilda, tough exoskeleton, tougher tusks, and the flywheel to boot. Good battle here. Wheelie Big Cheese is the quicker machine. Both 99 kilos, both from Langport in Somerset. Axor flipped! Oh, goodness me, by Wheelie Big Cheese! That has to be a Robot Wars record flip. Look at the distance achieved here. That is immense. Out of the arena, out of the Robot Wars galaxy.
Cease.
Huge power!
Well, I've seen it all now. Did you see how high that robot flew? It must have been 12 seconds and 15 feet. The winner is Wheelie Big Cheese. Come on. I bet you've gone right off dairy products.
Well, they said they were going to give us some extra training. I didn't realise flying was part of it.
Did you see how high you flew?
Wow, I mean, that's the highest robot you've ever had in this arena.
I've never seen anything the like. I mean, Chaos 2 reckon they've got a flipper. They should think again. I mean, we can't really talk about a fight, because there wasn't one.
We hit him.
Well, yeah.
Come on, we hit him.
Yeah, I bet you wish you didn't. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it. Axor! So, you finally got the flipper working then?
Yeah. Well, we reread the rules, you see,
Yeah.
and it said in there that flying robots are allowed. So we thought, well, why not?
Why not make them fly?
Yeah.
As I was saying to them, Chaos 2, supposed to have the strongest flipper in the competition. That's a laugh, isn't it?
Well, we've been planning for a long time
Yeah.
to have a flipper that would throw them a robot from the middle of the arena. We finally got there.
You certainly have.
So we've only got to ever hit anything once.
Yeah.
And so I hope it keeps working.
Ladies and gentlemen, Wheelie Big Cheese!
Roger Plant has always said that is the most powerful flipper in Robot Wars. He's proved it. Wheelie Big Cheese through Behemoth and Crushtacean up next.
What can we expect in the next battle? Well, to sum it up, chop, flip, snip, snip. The seeded Behemoth team with experience on your side against a robot that's proving itself in every way, although they're first timers. How do you feel?
So really. It should be an interesting fight.
So really, it should be an interesting fight. That sums up the whole of your feelings at this point.
We've had such a busy time repairing it after the last fight.
Right.
So we're pretty knackered.
And are you worried that it won't stand up?
No, we've basically completely rebuilt the whole top end of it. Okay. So it'll
Who's
stand
doing
up
the
to
driving?
me. I drive it.
And you're knackered?
And it needs to operate a weapon, so...
Okay. He's knackered, and he's doing the driving. How do you feel?
Well, we plucked our chicken, if you remember. So we're now going to do something to this dozer, I think.
It's quite scary being
He's
up
half
against
asleep
seat 15.
already, so...
It is. So it's quite literally a dozer.
I reckon.
Yeah. Time will tell. See you on the other side.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Kane Aston.
Anthony Pritchard.
And Michael Pritchard. We're here with Behemoth. Faster drive, more powerful lifter, and a lethal axe. Bigger, better, bolder.
We're Team Crushtacean. My name's Ian Visser. This is Richard and Dominic. Richard will be the weapons officer. I'm driving. This is our crab bot, Crushtacean. It's got these very strong pincers, electrically driven. The pincers are driven by bottle jacks. All electronics are inside the shell, very safe. And it's our first time here, but a bit of world domination will do us fine, thanks.
Roboteers, stand by.
The experienced Behemoth team and Crushtacean first-time competitors. Matilda's been here, done it, bought the t-shirt. Almost as many victims chalked up by Sir Kill-a-Lot. Behemoth, previous semi-finals. Crushtacean, driven by Ian Visser. Little Dominic, his 8-year-old son, up there in the control pod with him. Crushtacean going straight for the pit release. They obviously feel they have to get this over and done with quickly, because if it goes to the distance, Behemoth, they feel, will chalk up too many points against them. But Crushtacean will need to dig in deep. And how can they gain points themselves? Well, they very nearly turned Behemoth up and over on its side there, and they're on the attack, and they flip Behemoth up now! What a good drive by Crushtacean! Up to 12-mile-an-hour top speeds and 99 kilos of slam in there. Look at this for a concerted effort. And Behemoth up onto its tail and endangered onto the arena sidewalk. And Anthony Pritchard driving the Behemoth machine needs to get away from that side grinder. Oh, they're trying to self-right Behemoth using the axe to do so. They won't have a chance. They're in the pit. What a famous victory for Crushtacean. The 15 seeds are out. Brilliant stuff. Wow, look at that. Pick them up and dump them in.
Behemoth, rated 15 in Britain and out of the competition. Crushtacean, they're the victors. Come on, talk me through it.
I don't know. Basically, we tried flipping them over and then pulled the bucket down, but we were still on top of him, and they pushed us over.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
You spent an awful lot of time on this robot. You put an axe on it and everything. I really thought, ooh, you had a chance this year.
Yeah, so did we.
Disappointed?
Yeah.
Yeah. Never mind, you'll be back, won't you?
Oh, yeah.
Bigger, better, stronger.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's hear it! Behemoth! Well, lads. Well. What do you think of that? It's good, wasn't it? You're new kids on the block in many ways, aren't you? And you're doing really well. That's the 15th seed you've just taken apart.
Still shaking.
And absolutely fantastic driving, if you don't mind me saying so, sir, to get him in the pit.
More luck than anything else. I don't really have control, as you might have noticed.
Well, really? Was that luck?
I think so.
Oh, we thought you were being very skillful there.
It was jammy, but anyway, that's how it goes as well.
Are you enjoying the competition?
It's fantastic.
Do you like robots?
Really good.
But you find them frustrating?
It's a love-hate thing, you know?
It's a love-hate thing.
Absolutely.
Well, we love to hate them as well. Ladies and gentlemen, Crushtacean!
What a surprise that was, the end of Behemoth. Crushtacean go through, and this is how the Heat H final looks. Really Big Cheese against Crushtacean for a place in the series semis. Well, I don't know what's been more scary tonight, the robots or this mad, mad crowd behind me. They absolutely love it. And while they prepare to watch our two Heat finalists in action, let's remind ourselves of how they got this far. Really Big Cheese has not taken long to dispose of its victims. Out goes Wolverine. You thought that was good? Look out for this. The biggest flip in Robot Wars history. Axor, awesome. Axed out of the competition. We've never seen anything like that. Disbelief all around. Crushtacean, meanwhile, were edging beyond Robochicken on a judge's decision. It was very close. I thought that's about as far as Robochicken would get. A victory here on the judge's nod. We knew the claws had power, but I thought Behemoth would be too strong. Look at this though, a concerted effort, a big push. And that wasn't enough for Ian Visser, his son Dominic, and Richard Hartley. Down went Behemoth.
What a fight this promises to be. If the last few fights are anything to go by, this is going to be flipping marvellous. Well, what are you going to do? I wonder.
Yeah, I'm just wondering that myself, you know.
It's just a case of how far you're going to flip him, is it?
Well, we did think taking some tomato sauce to put on him, you know.
Wheelie Big Cheese against the Crushtacean. It's your first time in Robot Wars. The semi-finals are just within grabbing distance.
One grab.
One
away.
grab. Do you think you can do it?
Oh yes, we have a secret weapon. You're going to go in with that.
A cheese grater.
Absolutely.
Very,
Absolutely.
very clever.
You've got the grater cheese.
You've got the grater cheese.
And he's got the cheese grater.
I was going to say something clever, but I'm obviously haven't got a hope in hell. I hope you have got a hope in hell. Good luck. Good luck. First timers against the Wheelie Big Cheese. I do feel sorry for them.
Roboteers, stand by.
Crushtacean has the cheese grater. Ian Visser and Dominic Visser in the box, and Roger Plant has noted the cheese grater. Into the arena also comes Dead Metal with the pincer and the saw. And fighting alongside Metal, Matilda, the tusks, the flywheel, the tough cold heart.
3, 2, 1, activate.
So will Crushtacean grate on Wheelie Big Cheese nerves? Trying to get out of trouble, it seems to me, and run away into the dark recesses of the arena. Wheelie Big Cheese has gone a-hunting. And the cheese in this trap is not to catch a mouse, it's to catch a crab. And meanwhile, Wheelie Big Cheese was flipped by Dead Metal and is under pressure here by Crushtacean, which is being nipped itself by Dead Metal. The crab nipped by our own version of a scorpion out there. And Crushtacean seems to be wedged on to the arena side grind. It's okay. Is it taking a little bit of damage, or is that just a scraping of a veneer out there maybe? I think so, they're okay. The crab spins away. Whatever happens in the next few moments, it's been a worthy challenge. Wheelie Big Cheese, that flipper is so powerful. Again, that tactic, Crushtacean going for the pit release. tried to catch hold of Wheelie Big Cheese by the claws and was nearly flung. Do not try that again. Don't forget, this flipper opens as a sort of a massive set of jaws, flipping the crab up and over again, very nearly into crab paste. Backs across the arena floor. In comes Wheelie Big Cheese with naked ambition to win this against an undressed crab, because I think the radio receiving aerial has gone. With this attack underneath Crushtacean, lifted it up, and look at that, the aerial's gone. They cannot now transmit to Crushtacean. Either its manoeuvrability or its weaponry will have gone. Maybe both. Up in the air, slammed onto the arena floor. And Roger Plant and Wheelie Big Cheese heading through here. Only Tornado stopped them in the semi-finals of Series 4. And Roger's machine about to go through. He really is the big cheese around these parts with that flipper. And what a bold effort it was by Crushtacean. First-time competitors. And Ian and a little kiss for Dominic, they did well.
Crushtacean turned into fish bait. Wheelie Big Cheese through to the series semi-finals. What do you think you were going to do? How do you think you were going to play it? What was your tactic?
To get the flipper and crush it, and then get the wheels and put it in the pit.
Crush it and put it in a pit. Good idea, actually. What went wrong?
The aerial came off.
The aerial came
off. So I didn't have much control anymore. And then you're a sitting duck for a machine like that.
It's a powerful machine.
It's a very, very fine robot. Absolutely.
Well, you made the heat finals.
And he broke my cheese grater.
He broke your cheese grater. You made the heat finals. You'll come back again, won't you?
Absolutely.
You enjoyed it?
Yeah, great.
You enjoyed it?
Yeah.
Okay, you're not too disappointed?
No.
No, you'll live to fight another day, won't you?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Crushtacean. Am I right, am I wrong? I think your flipper wasn't as powerful as it was in the last round.
It seemed that way, but he was a very slippery customer.
He was a bit slippery, wasn't he?
Yeah, have you ever tried catching a crab on a beach?
All right.
They don't like being caught, do they? They zip about, you know.
But normally they nip back a bit more than that nip back.
Yeah.
You know you've caused quite a stare after that last round.
Yeah.
People up and down the country are saying, did you see how far he threw that? Are we going to get the power back for the series semi-finals?
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're going to have a little look at it and polish its valves and...
Give it a bit of tender love and care.
Yeah, a bit of TLC, yeah.
Hey?
Yeah.
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
Yeah, at last.
I tell you, you're going to enjoy the series semis as well, aren't you?
Yep.
You're going to go all the way, aren't you?
Of course we are, we're going all the way.
Carnage.
Yeah.
Wanton destruction.
Yeah.
That's what we want. It's Robot Wars. Ladies and gentlemen, Wheelie Big Cheese! It's the most fun a robot can have indoors. It's here. It's now. It's Robot Wars. Bye-bye.